Hey guys, so the other day I was on TikTok, and you know how TikTok can be. Sometimes you just be on it and it takes you into other people's lives. And there's this set of guys, Igbo guys, that TikTok tends to sort of bring my way. And on this live, you see one particular guy called Okono, one other one is Chukwumerije, and then they have these conversations that it takes me to Ndimboche. Do you know what Ndimboche? Ndimboche is olden days Igbo land, the sort that you would read in Okonkwo. In fact, it's not even Okonkwo's level, because Okonkwo's level, they still used to give women dignity. They had Uguwany, but it's just their mentality is just really backward. Okay. So anyway, so that day it kind of just brought me to this life, and there was a woman talking, and I think they were having an argument, and the argument was about women or men who bring women into the country, and then the women break up the marriage or break up the union. And so the men were, I think they were trying to say that it happens to men, but that women who bring men into the country, the men sort of stick with the women. And I think there was a woman there, like making her case, right? And she was just talking assertively. She was just talking and saying, actually, this happens to a lot of women. I know so many women who have brought men in, and who the men have messed up immediately. They got their papers and just talking. And as the woman was just talking normally, and I was listening, and she was making a lot of sense. And then I was looking at the comments. The men were saying, she's talking, she's very authoritative. Is she married? She's like literally, this mom was just talking normally. She was not, because a lot of times when I've chanced upon these men, their lives, you see them, maybe if they call a woman, they bring people up. And then there was one where I remember that they brought a woman up, and they were asking her, I think she was saying she's a nursing student, either that she's a nursing in Nigeria, and they were asking her, so what will you do if you marry someone who is a brother? She's like, no, I'm going to make sure I keep the marriage, blah, 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 blah. How can somebody bring me? And I know I will make sure I keep. And we're like, hey, name my cousin. No, I like Moti Sekwoku. I like how soft spoken you are. So the girl was just there. You could see her being validated in their praise. You know how you are. It's you. Oh Jesus! You could see the how she was preening like is it peacock now, and then everybody just validating you and just telling you how, oh ne, I like him, no, oh ikurofuma, like you spoke well. They were just really speaking. So I remember coming off that, and I'm like, what a silly girl. Like, look at you performing for these kinds of guys.